Alright, welcome to a 7 Days to Die video. This is still in Alpha 16, but it is 16.4. Since the last 7 Days to Die video, I'm sure a few things have changed. I think I'm going to be a bit rusty. Now, some of you may be aware that this isn't the first try I've had on this video. You can see a 20-second clip of me dying messily to a zombie that kind of frustratingly snuck up on me in a kind of glitched way, but I technically could have avoided it. Anyway, you can watch the video and see what I mean if you want. It's like 2 videos before this. But we're giving this another try. I don't know if I'm always going to do Dead is Dead, aka permadeath, but I definitely feel like I want to start over if I die in the first week. If that makes sense. At least until it's a lot more invested, and especially if I die to something that's clearly a glitch, that's one thing, but if it's something I could have prevented. So one of the big things here is we're now on difficulty 5, which, you know, we'll see how that goes. I did some difficulty 6 stuff back in Alpha 13 even. I haven't really tried to go above 4. It used to just be kind of bullet sponge zombies, but we'll see how this works out. I'm especially concerned when it comes to irradiated zombies, because if the zombies just take less damage, then their regeneration is effectively more. So, it'll be a concern of whether you can literally outdamage their regen if you don't have good enough weapons. Everything else is default, as you can see there. We're going to call it Alpha 16-4, difficulty 5, and let's go. Probably going to be kind of rusty. We'll see how this goes. For those wondering, the Neverwinter Night videos are going to continue. I'm in Aelune Saga right now, 2 videos into Act 2. I'll probably be trying to put up a few videos of every week, some for the Neverwinter Nights, some for the 7 Days to Die. It's possible I may even throw some Civ 6 Rise and Fall games in there as well if people are interested in that. I did have one person ask about some Endless Legend stuff. I'm not sure if I'm going to go do more Endless Legend at this point. At least not with some of the races I didn't really enjoy that much. He was asking about the Morgrar, if you're familiar, kind of the fish people. I didn't really like the race very much. But Overwatch, StarCraft 2, Civ 6 Rise and Fall, 7 Days to Die, Neverwinter Nights certainly can do stuff there. I actually started playing a bit through Half-Life 2. I'm on like chapter 4, so if people are interested in seeing some of that, I am coming up on Ravenholm after the current chapter. That's always... It's been a long time since I've played the game. Let's put it that way. But yeah, you know, feel free to leave any comments, suggestions. What would you guys like to see? Alpha 16 and I guess I started in 15 has always seemed kind of weird to me because the difficulty scales to your level, which means if you focus on leveling to get better tools and weapons, you're facing harder zombies than someone who like scavenges more in his lower level but has like orange quality guns and some ammo and has traded with traders for stuff, I guess. It doesn't really seem right to me. It feels like it should really just be based upon how long you've been playing in that game, total hours of that character existing, basically. But hey, that's just me. I don't know how long it is going to be to Alpha 17, but that's going to get a massive overhaul of a lot of things like the quality system and harvesting at a minimum. Alright, so we started in plains. That's okay, we can get corn. And there's a chicken right there. Okay, there's plains, there's snow. And it looks like there's forest over there. And there's a trader literally right up on the top of the hill. Well, this is an unusually good start. Let's see what we can make out of this. I mean, I remember the old days in Alpha 13 where you got 1 plant fiber per swing. And you needed to spam stone axes. You would spend so much time gathering up this. I don't know about things like the anvil trick back then when I was playing. I was just doing what other people introduced me to the game said to do. Alright, we need More small stone, and we need wood. Okay, we got the wood, but we need some small stone. There's another stone. There's another stone. Let's also keep our eye out for birds' nests here. Ah, there's another stone. Now we craft our axe. Is this? Oh, this is actually the start of the wasteland. How about that? So we don't want to be messing with that. So we'll see what's over there, I suppose. And cutting down this tree is not going to give me on the flip side, one nice thing about this is that the ground here is really good, at least once you have better equipment for getting sand and stuff. Just gotta watch for landmines and dogs and bears and stuff here. Oh, there's a deer. But our question is, where are arrows, or feathers for arrows? I'm trying to be really cautious right now. Where are feathers? Why do I not see a single bird's nest even kind of close? Well, this is unfortunate. So things like that dog attack in the earlier video that I barely survived on day 6 when 12 dogs came after me, might not it's unlikely I would survive that on this difficulty if that kind of thing happened again, and that seemed kind of like bullshit, frankly. Alright, dear. Well, there's gotta be some feathers around here someplace. There's 4. This is definitely less than spectacular. So basically I really gotta make sure I make these shots count. Oh, come on. As soon as we get a bone, we're gonna swap to that. Okay. Good news is we got that. Bad news is we still really need more feathers, badly. I don't know, do planes just have less feathers or something? Or am I just bad at spotting them in this terrain? I don't know. So, somewhere around here wouldn't be bad. I have that up there. I mean, I could set up in this valley down below, maybe. Though the only downside is there'd be a bit more of a tunnel to come up to here. So look, there's another bird's nest. And there's another bird's nest. That looks much better. We are going to need more stone though, that is a catch. We have some very rude neighbors here too, I gotta say. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I'm hoping that one more hit on the head will knock him over. Nope. That still doesn't do it. Come on. There we go. Okay, got those two. And one of the things we're going to need to do here is to place the wood frames. Yay, we went up a level. Increase the quality of our tools. Arrow goes there. Yes, we need more arrows. Better be the trader that's right over there. Yeah, okay, it is. I was gonna say, if it's not, I'm gonna have to have some words. I suppose we should also be getting skills from this as well. Just not sure where the other body is right now. Huh. You know what, let's go hit up the trader first and we can come back and harvest this. So, I think we did see 25 feathers, holy cow. So the snow is pretty close over there. Missed. Blood draw kit already. But we're gonna try to avoid biker for right now. Oh, the problem is we're lacking on arrows. Well, that one's a little better. What I'm considering doing is setting up my base right over here, frankly. Got a nice flat section of land. Asphalt to build on. We're not too far from any of the things here. I'm kind of liking this notion. You know, we're slightly farther from the trader, that's the main downside. You know, we got some more arrows. Hey, ugly. Already at blade weapons level 3, how about that? So basically option 1 is to build over there on the nice flat area, which is definitely sounding appealing right now. I don't really need the sand, to be blunt here. How did that not hit? And we got honey already. How about that? We're gonna scrap. Tell you what, we're gonna scrap this other lead. Wait, what? How did it? It's not trying to eat that honey. I'm not sure what just happened there. I shouldn't have done that. So one of the problems right now with that vulture is the lack of stone. We don't have any stone for arrows. We don't have any inventory room, really. How did that not hit that stupid bird? Come on. Turn around. Come down for me, bird. Come on. Come on. Over here. Hey, bird, come on. Coming for me now. Gotcha. Level 2, hip hip hurrah. So we don't actually have any more bones yet. That's slightly more awkward. We also are going to need to find more deer, obviously. I found the trader. Let's get miner 69er. The entrance is all the way over here. So basically we could set up down there in that area, and then we can go to there, and it's the closest, or we can just set up on the road. Seem to be our main two options.
Need assistance?
You know what, we should just use that, frankly. Like chassis, we can sell this. Do you have anything else we actually want to sell? Not really right now, I guess. Fertilizer would be cheap, but that's assuming we wanted to get it. A wrench for 1,000.
I'll come back now.
Alright, so what do you got here? Let's check this fast. Got a destroyed workbench, which had some stuff in it. We'll come back here later to loot this. Destroyed cement mixer, destroyed workbench. We do have a chemistry station, how about that? So the question is, do we have a forge? We do have a forge. We have a forge and a chemistry station, that's not bad. Let's go see what things look like dig down over there. Oh, and there's water over there, not that we needed it with the snow, but always good to know, you know? So I'm having to dig over 100 yards that way to get there, if I'm down here. So really we'd be doing something like setting up a base right here. Then we can go traipsing through the forest or whatever. suggestion is we want to have to run. So if we're like over there, it's like 400 meters. It's a quarter. It's a lot farther to run when we get there. On the flip side, if we're leaving, in the words of somebody somewhere, screw it. Okay, so we're going to say this is our chest area. Now we're going to put that right down to make it easy to find. Start dumping all this stuff in here. All the stuff which we don't need right this exact second. I want to hang on to that. Iron we can hang on to. Okay. There's that vulture still. So we're going to need stone. We're going to need clay. So we can go dig clay like further away from our base, like something up there is fine. I guess technically speaking we could get by tonight with just using flagstone, or just wood frames. Might not be a bad idea. So right now I'm planning on making life here in this valley. Then I can always ride up to the road if I need to, that way I'm closer to the trader. Otherwise it's going to be further to mine underground, but it's only, I guess it's like 200 meters, isn't it? 600. It's like 200 meters either direction, I suppose. Honestly, I'm not sure, because mine, having that nice flat asphalt there definitely seems nice. But then it is a much farther run to the traders, which is definitely more annoying. Really just repair this. How did that not hit? Not a single bone. Hello. Well, still no bones. Also, like down to 2 arrows, aren't we? So. Let us clear this area out slightly. Okay. We can only hope that we'll get another bone sometime soon. Well, that'll do it. Okay, so probably want our main entrance to face west, I would say. That's higher up, so we're really gonna just have it be something like here, I guess. How far out does this go before it pops up a level? Not that far. Something like this seems a lot more promising. How about something like this then? Oh, we're gonna put it over there. Okay. This is going to be the corner of our base, and our base is going to be rather small tonight. Bare minimum, even. We're going to need more wood, and we're going to want to transfer this box inside. Those are our 2 goals for tonight. Really? Really? Holy shit, come on. I would have just been better off letting this guy see me. Like, for real. We'll have to make sure we go get some plants and start dealing with that as well. Hey, we're actually getting maple seeds from this. I didn't expect that. So we still have a few minutes here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 4, 24. I think I have enough to seal the place off, but we're gonna go cut down at least one more tree to be sure. Tomorrow we're gonna see if we can get more hides and stuff, and see if we can't. Well, first of all, we're gonna expand our base with cobblestone. There is still an annoyance in Office 16, I believe, that if you have cobblestone and then you upgrade it to concrete, it upgrades it to the non-rebar frame version of concrete, then you have to upgrade it twice. But we'll be able to harvest enough stuff that just getting the solidity of the cobblestone base is going to be worth it. We'll have plenty of concrete available. Not going to be worried about that. .58. That's better. And we're here anyway, whatever. Look, we're doing 26 now. Woohoo. Too short. What a tragedy. All this is going to be either torn down or replaced with cobblestone eventually. I don't know if I'm going to bother upgrading it to the second level. Are we going to have enough room to store everything here? Probably not. So we do want all of those. So that's all we really care about for right now. It was just a beautiful sunset on the apocalypse. So I have like 2 minutes to dig clay up here. Do have minor 69 there, right? Yeah. There we go. Nice lead and stamina regen. So that's... we'll need 40 iron in order to make iron tools tomorrow. And we have 200 clay, so I think that clay will do it. Let us get to shelter. This is definitely a situation where we don't want to be caught outside. And then we're likely going to need food for tomorrow. I don't really want to test whether I can stand on that right now, so I'm going to refrain from doing so. So I have a sneaking suspicion I can. Alright, now we're down to here. Now we get to just dig straight down for the night. We're up to 17 damage. So that's something. I got 30 arrows. Hooray, we're level 3. Our mining tools only went up by 1 there though, so obviously we're going to need to go up by a lot more. We've only gone up by 1 extra iron. We're going to want to plant those seeds tomorrow too. The tree seeds. We'll also want to try to start a farm growing for the corn we have. But that requires a hoe, alright, that's the catch. On the flip side, we only found 1 deer today, so unless we find a bunch of deer or something tomorrow, we're going to need the food. The question basically here is, at what point does it become better to just make a new stone axe? Look at that, we're already up to 34. It's iron, aren't we? Woohoo. So we're going to try to do as little gunsmithing as possible for now and as little armor crafting as possible for now, because we want to try to get our science so we can get things like concrete, which we'll need science 3 for. And then of steel smithing we'll need science 3 as well. Chemistry station requires science 7, but we do have one that is functioning over there, so that could be a lower priority. One of the reasons we're trying to save points is we want to be able to raise our scavenging to 81 as quickly as possible, as that gives us a huge breakpoint boost in finding really good gear. And then Quality Joe, raising that too would also be very nice, but it's honestly, I think, less important than raising your scavenging in the first place. And this isn't a multiplayer server where we can go loot a gun safe every, real life day. So we don't want to get garbage when we go out. We're level 3. We're probably not going to hit level 4. Um, anything else I really care about? Probably make this instead of this. Athletics is at 4. As I recall, the first few days are going to still be kind of bad, but once we get past the first few days, things will remarkably speed up as we start getting our minor 69er in place. Our tools start to become better, we get more sexual Tyrannosaurus. So for those not aware, the plains has coal, the forests have lead, and the wasteland has nitrate. Do we have that in our journal? Yes. So special biomes are snow, are nitrate and stone wasteland, lead in the forest, coal in the plains, and burned forest and oil shale in the desert. So that's why we're trying to position ourselves sort of. That's why we want to be close to the trader, but we also want to be over near here so we can dig to get to the veins in those areas. Meanwhile, our stone axe is about to break again. So with what we have, we're going to be able to make forged iron. We'll be able to easily get forged iron pipes to make forges at our own base. Just gotta wait for the stamina still. And we're definitely not going to hit level 4, which would have been nice to do, but we would have needed to gather stuff better and craft more stuff. I think we'll be fine here, though. We had a kind of slow start trying to find arrows, but having a forge and a chemistry station. Just gotta make sure we get the stuff for. I'll have to scavenge cars and find a town or something from here. Or maybe the trader will just sell mechanical parts, who knows. Up to 18 damage a hit, even with us repairing our stone axe down to 35. That's kind of funny. I'm sorry, but it is. We're up to 43 iron. We'll definitely need more of that. Technically speaking, we could take the bad mechanic perk. I'm just not really sure that's needed long term. Those wondering. Bad mechanic is here, so we get 10% less stamina used and 10% more harvested. You'll notice that unlike Miner 69er, it doesn't actually speed up the harvesting process. So I mean, would getting double stuff from cars and such be nice? Yeah. Is it worth 70 points, 12 levels worth? That I'm not sold on. And part of the reason is because of things like this. Do it yourself. For 20 points you can make electronic components, electrical parts, insulators, and mechanical parts. Which, except for engines, I don't know if you even get 2 engines from a car instead of 1 with that perk. So I think we may have gotten more XP, frankly, if we just focused on killing zombies the first day. Because our harvest, but on the flip side, it's like we have to level up the harvesting stuff at some point. Can't avoid that forever. The main benefit, if we're getting to like level 5, would allow us to bump our tool quality up to 100. But I'm confident we'll hit level 5 tomorrow easily. Probably should get higher than that. I'll admit it would seem strange to me to be getting iron tools being made before we even have orange quality tools. Part of the problem is that they're just still going to be rather fragile and they're just going to still break a lot. Maybe we're just going to keep repairing this all the way to level 5. Down to negative 40 right now. So we are pretty low here. 17 more until we hit bedrock. What's our construction tool at this point? Oh, our bartering's already up to 3. Woohoo. Construction tool's at 9. Plus 32% block damage. The problem is that if we're getting 20% more harvest count, I don't know what that really necessarily means in terms of the stone when we're only getting 1 or 2. Maybe it in fact gives us 20% more, but 20% more of 1 is not quite 2. You know, it's only 1.2, and 20% more of 2 is only 2.4. So it's possible it just might say, you know, you're not to the next whole number, so we ain't giving you anything. We are going to need more water, though. So we can at least partially accomplish that by heading over to the snow and grabbing some of that tomorrow. Or we can go fill it up over there. I mean, either works. We will need a pot, though. But hey, I think I know where we can find a forge. Well, we got gravel. An iron vein. Oh, interesting. We're sitting right on top of an iron vein. I don't know if we're going to be able to break this iron by the time it hits nightfall. Or day break, not nightfall, silly me. We'll need 80 to be able to get 2 iron tools. Though we don't need quite as much if we're getting a shovel. The fire axe is going to be lower priority. So we have some wood already, and we're not going to burn through that at a crazy rate, and we can gather that pretty quickly with the stone axe at least. Alright, you know what, we're already pretty damn close here. We're just going to finish this off. Then we'll get back to the surface. Ta-da! Then we're back to rock. Okay. Alright, and we'll let this fancy sound play, I guess. Do we have anything else we really want here? Alright, see you in the next video.